Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. New vid, the Creepiest Kids movie. Hey, what's some movies y'all thought about that, as a kid that was either scary or creepy to you growing up, man? There's a lot of different things that could be, you know what I'm saying, scary, but or creepy, but for a kid. Movies that made for a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be some stuff out there that y'all might be like, man, that was weird. Like, that should never be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't think of nothing off the top of my head.
Well, I'm going to say this. What is it? It was low-key a little scary as a kid.
What?
Don't Look Under Your Bed. It's Disney. You don't remember it?
Yeah. I feel like you said that you was a little scared of that movie.
A little scared. I said it was creepy. Like, this shit right here, as a kid, the makeup was good, bro. You don't remember this?
I do remember the title, but for some reason...
You don't remember that?
I remember him. Let me see.
When the last time you watched this movie?
When did it come out?
99.
Oh, well, I would have... 99.
As a kid.
99.
He was in it. You remember this?
I do remember him.
Hey, if you haven't watched Don't Look Under the Bed, go check it out, bro.
I probably haven't watched it since maybe like the early 2000s.
It's a scariest Disney movie.
Probably the early 2000s, because I doubt at that age my mom was letting me watch anything.
This was Disney Channel.
But she still monitored stuff that
This was Disney Channel. You know, like when Disney had like their movies on Friday. Do you remember Friday night Disney movie night?
I do remember Friday night.
So on Friday nights, Disney used to, but it was Oktoberfest.
But
y'all forgot about Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest was lit. But
that was one of my scariest movies growing up. I was like, bro, that is like, it's just because we gotta watch it together. You can watch that as your big grown ass age.
I'll still be scared of stuff.
Hey man, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you gotta do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
But hey, y'all, in 99, we were still little kids. Honestly, I don't even think we probably should have been watching stuff like that at that age.
I don't think I watched it in 99.
In 99, we most definitely should. But I do remember watching it in 99. Probably like 1990. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about, y'all.
As a kid, my relationship with the horror movie genre was like my relationship with my father. I'll leave it at that. The point is, if it had to do with horror, I was afraid of it. I hated it. I hated watching it. I wanted nothing to do with it. But there was one movie that was different. One movie that I couldn't even finish because of how scared I used to get. But at the same time, I would always come back and watch. One movie that gave me that same creepy feeling that Coraline gave. And that movie was Monster House. When I tell y'all this movie used to have me sobbing, hiding, sobbing, I'm not lying. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going over Monster House. And if Coraline's the scariest kids movie, this is the creepiest kids movie. So y'all know the drill. Grab your popcorn, get your stuffed animal, and try not to... I bet you thought I was gonna jump scare. The movie opens...
No, you gotta do Don't Look Under the Bed. That probably is the scariest, like, Disney kids movie that was ever made.
Did you watch this?
Monster House? Hell yeah. I done watched Monster House hell of time. I think I recently, y'all, hey, even at my big old age, I still go back and watch like stuff I grew up on. It's so nostalgic. It's the nostalgia feel that you get from watching stuff you grew up on. But yeah, Monster House, yeah. I think I watched it recently. But you gotta watch Don't Look Under the Bed.
I'll watch it. We can watch it. We can watch it together.
And they hey, Derek, you most definitely gotta like do Don't Look Under the Bed. It's probably is one of the creepiest, scariest. Like as a child watching, I think every child would jump from it.
I guess it
depending on what.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the only thing.
But he should cover it though.
Yeah.
Opens of an orange leaf floating after falling off a tree. So, you know what that means. Yeah, this movie's taking place in the spookiest season of all. The fall. which for the record is at least top 2 out of all 4 seasons, and it ain't 2. Don't at me. We see this gap-toothed little girl riding her tricycle down the suburban neighborhood singing when she gets stuck on a patch of grass, which would normally be no big deal. But she ain't get stuck just on any patch of grass. She got stuck in front of this creepy, old, abandoned looking house.
You know.
Type of house you see crackheads living out of. And what comes out that house may resemble a crackhead, but it's in fact worse. An angry old white man. This is Mr. Nevercracker, a grouchy, creepy old man who owns the house. And he used to terrify me as a kid. I don't know if it was a teeth. I think it was a teeth. But the sight of this man was enough to make me start having those nightmares. He starts yelling at the little girl to get off my lawn! And he asks her if she wants to be eaten alive. The little girl says, nah, and runs away. As the old man is walking back inside, we see the POV of someone watching him through a telescope. And it's our main character, DJ, who's spying on the old man, and apparently has been for a while. You know, I get it. The video games weren't as cool back then, but bro, just read a book or something. What are you doing? His parents were about to leave on a trip, call him downstairs, and he starts telling them how there's something strange happening with that house across the street, and that old man Nevercracker keeps stealing kids' tricycles. His mom pretty much tells him to go touch some grass and stop spying on old people. That's what I'm saying. And after his parents leave, we meet DJ's best friend, Chowder. He's named after food because he's fat, by the way. Standard practice. DJ and him start discussing Halloween and how DJ's too old for it now. Too old? Nick, I'm gonna be trick-or-treating at least until I get my pension. I don't know what DJ's talking about. And while trying to cheer up DJ with his super tight handles, hey, okay, let Chow James. Chowder accidentally shoots the basketball off his face into Nevercracker's lawn.
Oh man, better make it quick.
Well, I guess he got a new ball. Let's go, Chowder. Chowder starts begging DJ to go get his ball back for him. And after some convincing, DJ decides to go. But as he's running to get the ball, old man Nevercracker comes out the shadows and spots him. Nevercracker starts attacking DJ. And in his panic, DJ accidentally messes up Nevercracker's lawn. Uh-oh. Nevercracker starts flipping out. He picks up DJ and just starts yelling, "Wanna be a dead person? Why can't you just stay away from her?" Nevercracker out of nowhere just collapses and he doesn't get up. They even called in an ambulance. DJ and Chowder were in shock. They actually just witnessed someone's HP go to 0 IRL. The house wasn't too happy about it either. DJ was going through it. He feels like it was his fault. He feels like he just murdered an old man. And Chowder, being the supportive friend that he is, tells DJ, hey, you're not a murderer. It's called manslaughter. Get it right. Chowder runs home, and at the same time, DJ's babysitter Elizabeth, aka Z, gets there. DJ tries to fill her in on what just happened, but she ignores him and tells him to go upstairs. And starts playing some heavy effing rock, man.
Did he get dropped back off from the ambulance to the house? I swear I can't remember the full plot, but I remember this movie though. This was one of it was a good movie. I actually liked it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just on. You gotta like it. I loved it. But
we see upstairs, DJ's officially retiring his old man spying gear since my boy just caught a body. And old man Nevercracker is no longer with us. At least, that's what it seemed like at first. Because that very same night, DJ falls asleep randomly. And after having a nightmare of a huge chubby hand crushing him, he gets awoken by a phone call. He picks up the phone and hears nothing on the other side, so he hangs up. But the phone rings again, same person calling. He picks it up again, still no response from the other side. At this point, he knew someone had to be pranking him, so he calls the number back. And in one of the creepiest scenes I've ever seen, when DJ calls the number back, he hears ringing. Coming from the empty house across the street. Do you know how terrifying that is? The man you just hit with the Mr. Mosby treatment, his empty house is calling you. Like, who is out here giving out my number? This is why you should never, ever prank call anywhere except Chinese spots. That junk is hilarious. As DJ is realizing what's going on, out of the shadows come a pair of hands to just grab him. But it's just some guy in Chowder's mask. Oh my, put the mask back on, please. Ugh. This dude's name is Bones. He's Z's boyfriend. Come on, Z. Listen, I'm not one to judge off appearance, but some people, you just gotta judge them. To any of my female viewers, if you see a guy like this, Just run. Run and don't look back. You don't know with someone like this. He could have a drug problem, be a vampire, or work at Spencer's. It's too much of a risk to take. Z tells DJ to not snitch or she'll snitch that he's up past his bedtime. But DJ tells Z he's only up because he's been receiving phone calls from Nevercracker's house, which may sound normal. On second thought, not really. Why would an old man be calling a 12-year-old at 11 p.m.? Until you take into account the fact that Nevercracker is dead. Z and Bones make it seem like they really believe him. A phone call from beyond the grave. But they really don't. Jeez, bro. And since no one's believing him about the phone calls, DJ calls up Chowder. He asks him if his parents are home. Chowder says no. His dad's at the pharmacy and his mom's at the movie theater with her personal trainer. What the? Movies with your personal trainer? She's cheating.
She getting worked out, alright.
What could be a woman?
I'm saying the mama getting worked out, alright. I'm like she's getting worked.
I said,
but why me and my person's trying to go into the movies?
I said if it's like another woman.
Still can get worked out. She can stretch it out.
True.
She can
Do a lot of things.
Different type of Pilates.
Y'all gotta stop. Wait, okay. Let's move on.
Called wax on. Wax on. Get it? Wax on. Wax on. To speed it up. Spit shot some little time.
On him. They agreed to meet up at this place they call the Danger Zone, and at the same time we see downstairs after Bones tells Z a story about Nevercracker taking his kite when he was little and possibly eating his wife. Bones gets thrown out for trying to pull some weird stuff with Z, and after, instead of going home, he decides to taunt Mr. Nevercracker now that he's dead, throwing bottles, stepping on his lawn, tearing up his lawn. He was finally getting back for his kite, but in a turn of events, when he looks up, he sees his kite, but for some reason it's floating, it's glowing, and I don't know if kites are supposed to do that. The dude pulls the classic horror movie trope of something super ominous and creepy. I better go investigate. And this was the worst mistake he could have made. When he approaches the house to get his kite back, the house eats him. Like ate him. He's gone. And that means DJ's suspicions were right, which makes things even scarier because after meeting up at the Danger Zone, which is just a construction site, DJ brings Chowder back to that very same house to prove to him that it's haunted. Chowder doesn't believe him at all because the house is not moving, and he's like,
this is why nobody will sit next to us at lunch.
Nah, these dudes are really the Greg and Rowley before Greg and Rowley. And in the worst decision ever, Chowder decides to prove the house is not haunted by going to ding dong ditch it. DJ tries to stop him, but it was too late. Chowder was already going prone, and he was so confident the house wasn't haunted that when he gets to the door, he starts taunting Nevercracker's death. Damn, Chowder, you cold. But the second he rings that doorbell and hears that Stranger Things season 4 sound effect, he knew this house wasn't regular. Chowder starts to run as the house's rug tongue tries to grab him, but it fails to do so, and it lets out a huge screech. I'm sorry, you're telling me not a single neighbor heard the 3-bed, 2-bathroom house scream in the middle of the night in a suburban neighborhood? Cap! This is more than likely a white neighborhood, so the cops would have been called immediately. Hey, hi. Yeah, they're playing their hip hop again. They run inside and stay there until the sun comes up the next day, which is probably the best thing they could have done. And that's where we meet the biggest paper chaser, cheese getter, guala maker, Jenny, who's trying to sell candy to houses so they won't get TP'd on Halloween. I respect the hustle. The boys meet her after watching her through a telescope. Come on, y'all. And they see her approaching the same house that just tried to attack them last night. So they rush outside and tell her to not get any closer to that house. She doesn't know what the frick they're talking about, so she asks if they're mentally challenged. Damn, Jenny, you cold. And since she was distracted, the house took this opportunity and attacks her, lifting her in the air in broad daylight, by the way. Still not a single person seeing this. No one walking their dog, going on an afternoon run, nothing. The boys save her from getting eaten, and thankfully Z comes out at the perfect time and the house stops attacking. Z goes home, so zero chance of getting help from her, and the boys and Jenny regroup upstairs. But before they can come up with a plan to stop the house, DJ and Chowder, especially Chowder, were trying to put the moves on Jenny. Did you even brush your teeth? Back up, Pepe Le Pew.
You don't remember this movie at all?
I remember the characters, but I don't know why I can't remember like certain things happening.
For real?
I feel like I remember that clip that just happened.
That scene?
Yeah, but I can't remember. I don't know.
It's been a minute since you watched this, Dan.
Jenny, obviously uncomfortable, leaves the room real quick, and the boys start fighting after Jenny finds a 2-liter full of piss on their desk. Come on, y'all. Jenny comes back and tells the boys, although they're clearly mentally challenged, she's willing to stay and help them figure out what's going on. For real, stop this house, bro, please. It just ate the dog, bro.
Oh, the dog.
Not the. She like not
Not
the
the
dog.
dog. The dog ain't did nothing.
Nah, I'm finna say you talking about doing that.
That's
Do you
did
smell
you-
it be musty as hell?
No. Well, you know something that. Cause that Team Spirit didn't used to do it. I don't know, you gotta get some stronger. That Team Spirit, I'm outside all day.
Yeah.
What's going on? For real, stop this house, bro, please. It just ate the dog, bro. The dog. So they do the first thing one would think to do.
Yeah.
They burn the house down. Nah, just kidding. They call the cops. The cops show up and it goes as great as you think it would go. They don't
Little
believe.
black man.
DJ even tries to show them how dangerous it is by getting on the
not
lawn.
gonna do
But
it.
this house is a smart one. It doesn't even move a current. It was locked in. The cops still don't believe them, of course. And they tell them if they see them get near old man Nevercracker's house again, they're getting put in the slammer. Their first option was now out the window. But luckily they had a backup plan. An expert, a professional who could really help them out. They meet up with this guy named Skull, who's really just a 30-year-old who plays video games all day. I'm sorry, I hyped it up. But he really does help them. He tells them that from what he's understood from years of playing video games is that this house is most likely possessed by Nevercracker. And the only way to defeat it is to destroy its heart. I mean, that's easy. Just tell the house to date a 5'5" curly-headed Latina. After finding out the house's heart is actually its furnace, Jenny and the boys come up with a plan to defeat it. Using drugs from Chowder's dad's pharmacy and putting them in a dummy they made out of a vacuum, they plan on using it as a sort of Trojan horse, letting the house believe it's a kid, causing it to eat it, and once it does, the drugs will make the house go to sleep, allowing them to go in and take out the furnace. Great plan, it ought to work. I thought that too, but once their plan was in motion and the dummy was getting closer and closer to the house, they were interrupted by no other than the dang cops.
Man.
They find the kids once again near the house after they told them to stay the heck away earlier. And not only that, but they also found them in possession of stolen drugs. White, black, or purple, this is not a good look. They told them enough is enough and put them in the back of the cop car. And the kids were still trying to convince the cops that the house is a monster. Please, please believe us. And they still didn't believe them until they hear something coming from the house. You know, they assume it's a raccoon or something, and they do what cops do and go in.
There's always the black one. The black one noticed first. He like, what the hell going on? You know, white guy. Come on. You're not gonna give it to what the kids are saying, aren't you?
Hear something coming from the house. You know, they assume it's a raccoon or something, and they do what cops do and go investigate. And the kids already knew what was about to happen. The house starts attacking the cops, grabbing the rookie with his trees and the other with his rug tongue. And then it eats them. This scene scared me even more than the one of the house eating bones. Because if it could eat 2 sticked up cops, what was I gonna do? The house then goes full monster mode and starts trying to eat the cop car the kids are inside of. Not a neighbor, no one coming home from work. No one gonna see this. Luckily, the kids hop out the car last second before it gets freaking devoured. But unluckily, they get trapped inside the house. And this monster house is even scarier on the inside. Damn, Nevercracker didn't even try dusting or changing some of the wallpapers. Jeez. The gang decides since they're inside, they might as well look for the heart like they planned. The only thing is the house is not asleep like they planned. They quietly sneak around the house and find out a few things. Firstly, they find out Nevercracker used to serve in the military. Kinda makes sense. Appreciate your service, my boy. We also find out Nevercracker did in fact have a wife. What happened to her, we don't know yet. And after some more snooping around and almost getting caught because Chowder mistaked the uvula for the heart, come on Chowder, they eventually find themselves in the dark and creepy basement of the house, where instead of finding the furnace, they find themselves surrounded by hundreds if not thousands of toys Nevercracker has stolen throughout the years. I don't sit right with me. But the creepiest thing they find down there is a cage. And not a dog cage, a human-sized cage. The kids are obviously super hesitant to approach it. I mean, it's a human-sized cage in the creepy man's basement. You don't want to open that. But eventually they do unlock it. And what they find traumatized me, and I assume everybody else who watched this movie when they were little. They find the body of Nevercracker's wife covered in cement. Constance. Yeah. The kids are obviously shocked to see the body down there. Because not only is it traumatizing, but it also...
See, looking like this the first time I ever seen it. That is weird.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
You don't know what?
I'm like, I don't know why I can't remember this.
Look at Big Constance.
Do you remember this?
Yeah. I've seen the movie.
I know you keep seeing
a plethora of times.
A plethora of times.
A plethora of times. I told you, I actually thought it was a good movie.
Nevercracker's wife covered in cement. Constance. Yeah. The kids are obviously shocked to see the body down there. Because not only is it traumatizing, but it also proves Nevercracker didn't actually eat his wife. Something else happened to her. And while trying to piece together what could have happened, DJ trips, shattering the cement shell around Constance and revealing her skeleton underneath. How did they greenlight this for a kid's movie? Messing with the body leads the house to realize the kids are still in there, so it starts looking for them. And after some hiding and almost being eaten because of Chowder, again Chowder, come on. The kids get vomited out the house thanks to Jenny pulling on the uvula. Phew, they somehow made it out. Things were not good. Chowder and DJ start arguing and Chowder says he's done trying to take down this house. Jenny interrupts and tells them they're both acting like babies, and DJ says, we are babies. And then he starts to leave. All right, y'all, there's a killer house on the loose. This is not the time to be doing this, not the time. But before DJ could cross the street to get back to his house, he nearly gets hit by a car. And not just any car, but an ambulance. And the person that comes out that ambulance is someone no one expected. Old man Nevercracker back from the dead. The kids were so shocked to see him, they thought they were seeing a ghost. But no, Nevercracker is actually back. And that's when we figure it out. Nevercracker wasn't the one possessing the house. His deceased wife Constance was. He never killed her. He loved her. We learned they met back in the day when Nevercracker was still in the military. He met her at a circus freak show and she wasn't in the crowd. She was actually the freak being made fun of because she was fat. Okay, I get the fact that she was putting up TLC numbers, but come on, bro. That's messed up. But it didn't matter because Nevercracker was in love. So in love that he eventually helped her escape the freak show and bought some land so they could build a house together. It was sweet. So sweet. But sadly, they did not get a happy ending. On one fateful Halloween afternoon, while they were building the house, some kids came by and started egging the place. I'm talking about yolk everywhere. It was terrible. And Constance, after all those years of being made fun of and getting tomatoes thrown at her, she was not about to let this stuff continue, especially not at her house. So she starts raging out. And before things could get any worse, Nevercracker steps in and tells her to calm down. They're just kids. And as long as he's in her life, she'll never get hurt. But the kids persisted and Constance did too. In her rage, she accidentally stumbles and falls into the foundation of the house, pulling the cement pourer on the way down, effectively trapping herself. So Nevercracker finished the house, and ever since then, Constance attacks people who come near the house, especially kids. DJ realizes Nevercracker yelling, "Get off my lawn!"
You're like, oh, that's such a sad story. Oh, oh my Lord. Oh, that's how you think
it. Yeah.
AKA the reason why her body was like, that's so sad. Used to die like that. Go out.
It is. That's a sad way to go out.
The hate. You gotta let the hate go. All if she let the hate go, she could have lived for happily ever after. Probably would have lost a little weight. Got in shape. Had a couple kids. The hatred she did.
All those years was in an effort to protect them. And so he offers to help him let her go. Constance did not rock with this at all. She goes monster mode and she starts chasing Nevercracker and the kids throughout the neighborhood.
Constance.
So trying to be discreet is out the window now, huh? They run blocks all the way back to the danger zone. And that's where Nevercracker stops running and tries to convince Constance to let him make things right. Let him blow her up. But of course, she's not rocking with this. And this almost leads to Nevercracker getting eaten by his wife. A Chowder comes in with the excavator and holds her off. Nevercracker passes off the stick of dynamite to DJ since he's out of commission. And DJ tells Chowder to lead the house under the huge crane. Chowder starts dragging the house down a huge ditch on the way to the crane. And it causes the entire house to break apart. Yes, they did it. They did it. Or so they thought. The house comes back as this huge wood monster. And Chowder is unable to hold her off any longer, so he just starts running. At the same time, DJ just climbed the crane, and after a motivational peck on the lips from Jenny, my bad DJ, mentally challenged Rizzler, he musters up the courage to crawl on the crane, and with an assist from Jenny, he swings down and drops the dynamite in the chimney of the house, effectively saving Chowder and stopping the house. Yes, they did it. They did it. But while the smoke is clearing, they hear something. They look over and see Mr. Nevercracker and the ghost of Constance dancing together before she fades away. A truly sad moment. Very sad. So does she go to heaven? Or Nebuchadnezzar gives the kids a big thank you for freeing him and his wife. And the movie ends with the kids and Nebuchadnezzar giving some of the toys back. The boy saying bye to Jenny. And DJ realizes he's not too old for Halloween. That's what I'm saying. But hold up. Some of y'all may be wondering, what happened to everyone that got eaten? Well, I didn't notice until recently, which is probably why I thought this movie was
I didn't either. I never noticed either. Because I was like, if all these people got eaten, like, yeah, they got the toys back. So, but what happened to all the people that got ate? Got a house.
scarier, but they all made it out. The dog, the cops, and even the bones. Yeah, as you guys can see though, this movie was traumatizing, and it's the reason I'm scared of the suburbs to this day. Comment down below any more movies you want me to go over, or you could even DM me some on Instagram. Yep, I made an Instagram. Go follow that. And moral of the story.
What the? Where am I?
In the suburbs. Now we were trying to get a jump scare out of this. Not the suburbs. Shout out to being in the suburbs, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with the suburbs, man. Good things happens in the suburbs. Ain't that right, C?
Yeah.
I love living in the suburbs.
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
But hey, man, y'all spend most of let me ask you this: you think you'll go watch it now?
What this is?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause now I probably have never. Oh, my bad. I'm a little traumatized too. But I'm thinking that I'm like maybe I haven't watched it before.
What?
I just know the characters, and I think I know the characters because they be like, you know how like you see clips and stuff because you do. I think that's why I know them. I don't think I've ever like watched a movie for real.
Nah, I didn't see them plenty of times though.
Because all this was like a surprise to me.
For real?
Like fresh.
No.
I don't know. I felt like I remember when the little girl, when she was on the bike trying to sell the candy. I feel like I remember that, but that's all. And I don't know why.
I don't know.
My memory is bad, so I couldn't say.
Nah, I remember it for sure, man. But y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts and opinions about it in the comment section down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Here to go.
We are.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me.